Bonjour Français 2, c'est Madame Torres. Cette semaine, on va travailler sur 9.02 et 9.03. Vous allez apprendre le futur et sur la Martinique, the island of Martinique. Last week you learned a little bit about Tahiti, and this week is Martinique. You will have a little project where you will also write a little bit about what you learned of the island of Martinique and certain landmarks. So you're going to want to pay close attention to these next two lessons. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to complete these assignments. Also talk to you about the collaboration assignment. That's very important that you complete because it's worth a lot of points for your lessons. So let's get right into 9.02. The future tense. You've learned the futur proche before, but you haven't learned the future tense. So your objective for 9.02 is to be able to use the future tense to talk about things you will do. Check out this video, 13 seconds, super short. Then you'll go into the lesson, and we're going to go over a review of the futur simple. This is what I was talking about. The futur proche here, using the near future. It's where you learn to use the verb aller and then a verb in the infinitive. So I'm going, you're going, they're going. Let's look at our examples. Je vais jouer au football. I'm going to play. Nous allons faire. We're going to do. La marée haute va arriver. The high tide is going to arrive, right? So whenever you use the verb aller plus the actual action that we're going to do, the actual activity. But the futur simple is used to talk about what will. So this is where you want to start taking notes. And if you don't have something to take notes with right now, pause the video. When we use the futur proche, we're saying I'm going. When we use the futur simple, which is what you're learning right now, it's when you say I will. You will, he will, they will. That's the difference. So it's totally up to you on how you speak and what you use more commonly. What I love about the near future is the futur simple, the future tense, is how easy it is. Literally, all you do is take the infinitive of any verb and add the ending. The only one that's different is if you have an RE verb, you drop the E at the end. Super simple. So let's say I take the verb manger, to eat. And I want to say, I will eat. I will eat my vegetables. I don't know. I keep the verb manger, I change nothing on it, and I just add AI. Je mangerai. You will eat, tu mangeras. He or she or one will eat, mangera. Right? Il mangera, elle mangera, on mangera. We will eat, nous mangerons. You all will eat, vous mangerez. They will eat, ils mangeront. This should look kind of familiar, these endings. Kind of looks like the verb avoir here and its endings, right? Right, it looks like the verb avoir. Here's some examples. Here in the first one, they take the verb parler and they add AI because they're saying, I will speak. Je parlerai. In the next example, they take the verb finir, to finish, and they add ONS for we will finish. Nous finirons. Super simple, right? So what you need to make sure you write down is take the infinitive. If it's an RE verb, drop the E on the end. So it ends with just an R. You need to know these endings. So write this chart down, take a picture of it. And then the only thing you have to remember is there's some irregulars. There's always irregular verbs. And they're very commonly used. If you want to say, I will be, like I will be on time, it's SER and then the ending from the chart. I will do, faire, is FER and then the ending of the chart. I will go, it's IR from the verb aller and then the ending from the chart. I will have, it's AUR and then the ending from the chart. So for example, I will be on time. I promise I will be on time. Ser, looking at my chart, AI, je serai. Right? I will do my homework. Je ferai. Right? I will go to bed on time. J'irai. Right? IR and then AI at the end. I will have $1 million this time next week. J'aurai. Who knows? Probably not. Okay, super simple. Continue clicking through, look at the different examples here, and then on the next page you have practice. I want you to do the practice. Have your notes handy while you're working through the practice and click on the answers to see how you did. But definitely do the practice so that you can see a lot of examples and get out all the kinks of anything you might do wrong ahead of time. With your notes handy, you have one assignment for this lesson. Normally you have a photo essay and a voice activity, but those have been exempted. The only assignment you have for 902 is the first one, the future written assignment. Please include the complete sentences for 1 through 5. So here you're going to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb, right? Remember the irregulars, be careful. Remember if it's an RE verb, drop the E, right? Unless it's unless it's an irregular verb. And then for B, you're going to write 5 sentences about what you will do this weekend, right? You're using the future tense, this new one that we learned, not the future proche. So that's what you have for 9.02. Now I'm going to tell you about the collaboration that we're going to do this week in class. We're going to do collaboration option 4 that is in module 9.02. So if you want to go into there before our collaboration Thursday, I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend doing this lesson. This is such an easy lesson, the future tense, that you don't even need to be in module 9 yet to be able to do the future tense. That's how easy it is to do this assignment and to do this collaboration. So what you're going to do is you're going to come into the collaboration on Thursday. It's going to be the second half of class, and you're going to create 5 questions in French to ask your partner. You're going to use the near or the future tense that you just learned. One of your questions, which would probably be their first one, is asking your partner what their name is, right? So that's the first question. The other 4 are using the near future tense or the future tense. Asking them about themselves, so about what they will do. You can ask them, what will you do this weekend? What will you do over the summer? What will you do at home tonight? I don't know. But using the future tense that you just learned, you're going to write those 5 questions. You're going to come into the live lesson, and I'm going to give you a partner in the live lesson. And you're going to exchange your 5 questions with them, and you're going to answer their questions. Okay, so the only thing you have to pay attention to here is number 2, number 4, and number 5. You're going to answer the questions in the live lesson. You're going to save your work in the live lesson, and that's it. You'll be all set to turn in your collaboration for this semester. If you're unable to make a live lesson, I highly suggest finding a partner on your own. And to do that, you just have to go through your email. So remember, you have email at the top of your course. Usually up here, you have a little black bar. I don't have it in the lessons. But you have a little black bar at the top, and you just click on that to get into your email, and you're going to send a message to your colleagues in your class for a partner if you're unable to make the live lesson. The next lesson that we have is 9.03, and it's focused on culture, which I love. La Martinique. Hopefully I'm going to have some pictures for you this week of actual pictures from a friend of mine who went to Martinique last year. So you'll listen or you'll go through the blog a little bit of some photos from Martinique. You're going to be able to describe Martinique, and you want to take notes as you work through this lesson as well, because Martinique is very important for the assignment that you have to complete. So you'll click through, check out the different cultural sites, right? Make sure you click on the audio to listen to what they have to say about Martinique. Okay. And then you will have a listening activity. I'd highly suggest doing the practice, the listening practice, because things like this are going to end up on the listening exam, right? Because you have listening exams at the end of modules now. And I can almost bet you that something like this, questions like this, are going to end up on that exam. So you'll go ahead and do the practice. Shouldn't take you more than half an hour. And then you will go into the assignment. So here's the assignment. You have a couple of them, so pay close attention. There's actually 2 assignments for 9.03. The last one is a collaboration option, and you're welcome to do this collaboration option with your partner if you'd like. We are not doing this one during the live lesson. So 9.03, you're going to choose one of these tourist attractions. So it's kind of like what you did for Tahiti before, or for French-speaking Africa, sorry. And you're going to conduct a little bit more research about one of these places. You're going to write in English a minimum of 75 words describing the attraction. Talk to me about where it is, what you can see there, why you think we should go and see that place, what's exciting about it. So it's like you're trying to convince me that when I go to Martinique, I need to for sure see one of these places. Make sure that you click on the review for how to cite your sources. That's important because you do need to cite sources for me. If not, I will be sending your assignment back to you. And then your second activity for 9.03 is actually really fun. You're going to listen to this poem right here, and then you're going to read the poem out loud in French to a parent or guardian, and they are going to be the ones to record their voice for this assignment. Okay? So you get a chance to practice your pronunciation. So you have the audio to listen to it, so you can practice with it. It's a very short little poem about les papillons, right? About butterflies. And then you're going to read the poem and you're going to use gestures to illustrate what is happening in the poem, right? After you've completed the activity, they are going to submit a voice activity to verify that you did it. And these are the questions they're going to answer in the voice recording. Pretty simple. So that's what you have for this week. You got a short little lesson today on the future tense. This week in our live lesson, we're going to review the future tense. We're going to review a little bit about Martinique, and then we're going to go straight into completing a collaboration. If you have any questions, remember, reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me. I'm always here to help. Merci, au revoir.